Having a great day. Welcome to another stream. Today we're just going to do a bit of we're going to do some more legs. We did some yesterday, did a few illustrations, and today we're going to do some more. If you're just entering the live, please just give it a like, give it a thumbs up. Having a great day. Welcome to another stream. Today give it a thumbs up, and I think I'm getting a bit of feedback. Sorry about that. If you're just entering the stream, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like. We're going to be doing some drawings today. We're going to be getting some drawings, some legs from live references. So hope you enjoy. You can leave your inputs. I've been doing a bit of leg study for the past week plus, so I'm just trying to like exercise and rehearse and practice all I've learned. So it's bound to be interesting. So first of all, so I'm going to use my references here a lot. Hope you can see it. Let me just bring that and just zoom in a bit more. Hope you can see it clearly. Remember yesterday I just talked briefly on like the legs, the landmarks of the legs, and I talked about like the using like simple tubes and stuff to break down the legs. If you're just coming for the first time, let me just show you what we've done so far. I'm just going to do that here. So we have our leg. Remember I talked about using simple shape, right? And then doing a tube, and then another tube for the landmark like this, and then like beginning to add the detail. I told you that there's a rhythm to how the leg looks. There's a rhythm, and it's also important to learn the muscles of the leg as well. So that's what I talked about yesterday. So something as simple as this. Now knee area, something this simple, and then we have our leg, and then it's something you practice over and over again, and then you get good at it, right? Let me just do the side view. Remember our croissant muscle, and then our tube as well, and then finally our calf, right? Simple as this, and you'll be good at drawing the leg. So, and just quickly, what we're going to do today is that we're going to take this basic information that we've had with the muscles that we've drawn, and then do some cool poses. We also did a bit of study of David Finch's work yesterday. Just something simple, nothing too complex. So I'm just going to import some images, and then we'll use that to work and study. Yeah, hopefully it should be interesting. So you can leave your comments in the comment sections and just interact, and just tell me what you're up to, uh, like if you're doing art study, like what you're currently studying and stuff like that. So hopefully it will be a chill stream. So let's import the first one. Get my reference. Let me right. So something recent. Yeah. So this is yeah, today I'm just coming back from watching a football match. My team supporting Man City, not my team necessarily, but I'm supporting Man City. I'll play today, pounded Fulham 3-1, and yeah, it was a good watch, pretty chill match, chasing Arsenal in the league, and yeah, Just decided to hop on a stream and do my due diligence. Yeah, so remember our cubes, right? We do this so that we can see how what we've learned, because it's going to be, it's all fun and games being in your classroom and learning about um let's say you're a CIA or you're like a police officer. It's all cool being in the academy, right? Learning about how to tackle criminals and fight crime. But the real test is on the field, right? So when you're actually asked to draw the pose and actually, do things now, like when there is chaos, the environment is all around you, you are dealing with civilians and stuff like that. That's the real test. So it's the same thing with studying, right? It's all cool dealing with the leg in the front view, in a side view, in a three-quarter view, and you sort of know where the muscles are supposed to be. Yeah, it's all fun, but when you're given a pose to draw from, like reality and stuff like that, then it becomes a challenge, and then it will really test you, right? So hope you can see the pose that I'm working with. And to really test you and see like if you know what you're talking about, right? And for me, whenever I like, if I want to get very detailed with it, I'm just going to get a reference, and then get my muscle reference right next to me. So over here we have him in his shorts. I don't want to draw him in his shorts. I kind of want to draw the muscle, and I really like the pose. So we have our quad muscle over here, and then our sartorius muscle over here. So you can see sort of like the plane change on his leg around this area, right? The plane change. And then we have our kneecap, and then our calf. His calf is pretty relaxed. Remember how I talked about drawing the feet, and you can see how that has just helped me here just quickly break down like the the foot. You can see something very simple. I'm coming in a moment. So this is going to go all the way here. Going to have these muscles over here, and then you could always make it more interesting by adding shadows, and I'm going to try and do that here. So his quads over here like this. His quad muscle goes all the way up here, right? You won't be able to see his sartorius muscle. Yeah, that is his glutes, or as we call it over here, his nyash. And then there's this deep over here. Don't forget the rhythm I was talking about with the legs. And you should always try and have fun with it. You don't always have to be working realistically. Like, just try and do what you enjoy. Something that's going to be fun for you. So if your art style, or if you lean towards more graphic styles, you do that, right? You do that. So we can see he's in a pretty bright environment, like it's a stadium, so lights are everywhere. But we'll just try and maybe create artificial light and just look at, like, he's facing the ground, so definitely that would be the darkest part of his body. So we can just use that as artificial lighting. I just use that as visual item. Yeah, just a quick rundown of my day. Today has been, I can't lie, pretty unproductive. Did some clients work. Uh, Woke up pretty late because I slept quite late. Did some clients work. Uh, had some spaghetti, a little bit of pasta, and it wasn't a balanced diet. I won't lie to you. Proper broke man's diet. Just fill the belly and add unnecessary weight in the process. But I did do some exercise. I did do well. Funny enough, today was kind of a leg day, so I did some leg exercises, difficult ones, for 30 minutes. Sweating like crazy, man. So unfit, and yeah, you know, it was just chill, and looked at the lineup for my team before the match, and yeah, watched it. Match usually takes about 90 minutes match, but the whole process, the halftime and stuff, it's going to take a good 12 hours out of your day. While I was watching the match, I drank some gary and granite, uh, and used it to keep myself entertained. In addition to the entertainment, yeah. Try not to detail too much so that I can do a lot of but I do kind of want to make them look good, the illustrations. So right, artificial shading. Yep, and that's this leg done. It's not the best. uh don't forget the ankle area there. Same thing with this area. But yeah, we'll have that muscle, our gastrocnemius and soleus muscle. Gastrocnemius. Anyways, on to the second one. uh yeah, that's an interesting pose. That's a cool pose. And you're going to see that thing I was talking about with the position of the hamstrings when you're drawing the back of the leg. When you're drawing the back of the leg, how the hamstring looks. So we're just going to do a quick pelvis. Don't forget your pelvis. The structure, you know, structure is very important. It's what's going to actually make your drawing look good. All right. Um, yes, over here, our kneecap. And then that's going to be our second tube like that. Simple as that. We've gotten the pose, because I can imagine this pose can be a bit tricky sometimes. Yeah, hello, Jennifer. Welcome again. Yeah, I'm doing a leg study. So I'm doing the leg pose. I'm doing this leg pose references from actual athletes moving. So it's a good exercise for, reviewing what you've studied, when you've done all the anatomy study and stuff. It's a very good exercise, useful exercise to, just get better at drawing whatever part of the body. And I'm just focusing on the legs today. And I'm sort of using what I've learned, like the breakdowns, to, make it, um, to just improve myself, rather, to just improve myself. It's something I'll recommend, and it's what I've been doing a lot, like for different parts of the body whenever I'm studying. So I'm not going to be drawing the clothes, because the clothes is kind of obstructing the study. I kind of want to understand, what it looks and test myself. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate the art style. It's a journey. The art style, and it's always going to change with time, depending on your preferences and what you like. Because the way I actually see art style, I see it like music taste, right? I see like music taste and fashion sense. It always evolves, improve, and it can change with time. Um, and with new artists and stuff like that, your art style is going to improve. Well, I really appreciate, man. I appreciate. I'm grateful. Yeah, I'm taking my time with this. I can't lie. It's because I'm a bit nervous on getting it wrong, which shouldn't really be how study a study should be. Because it's because I want to detail and add shadows here and there. You know what? I'm wasting too much time in this. I should already be in the next pose. But trying to be a bit like consistent and get the muscles, like this area right here is supposed to be his ankle, and over here as well supposed to be his ankle. I think we're doing all right. I think we're doing all right. We're seeing a lot of his hamstrings over here. I'm not going to detail it. I'm just going to move on to the next pose. The detail will probably come later. Yeah, that's the second pose. Moving on to the third pose. Remember, it's just legs. It's not the entire. It's not the entire body. These are some interesting leg poses as well. We can do this too. So remember the pelvis pose. First of all, it's going to help with the direction. And then I'm going to do, I really don't know, probably 6 poses in general. I'm going to do like six. I want to do like 6 or 8 poses. Yeah, I'm going to do like 6 or 8 poses. Yeah. Or tube, second tube. Remember his leg, look at his leg. His leg is in perspective, so it's further back and he's sort of stretching. Uh, First tube, and then our second tube. And you can see his leg is in an interesting angle. and that can be a bit confusing. So what I usually do, like when I'm looking at something like this, is that I just imagine it as a 3D shape, and how, since I have that 3D shape of the leg, of the foot, I mean, in my head, I just draw that. And even though it's in perspective and it can be a bit confusing, I just do that. And then later on, I sort of figure out the toe and how it's going to be placed. It doesn't always have to be exactly accurate, because like I said, it's a study. So, and then we have the quad muscles over here. You can see how his muscles over here are popping up because of the stretching. Yeah. I hope you're having a nice day, Jennifer. Apparently you're the VIP guest for today. You're the VIP guest for today. Um, you're welcome. What have you been up to today? Any work? Hope work is going all right. I've had a relatively unproductive day myself today. I did a bit of client work here and there, but nothing major. I'm supposed to like work on some parts of my comics, but yeah, I'm going to work on that after this. Oh, your day was May. Hmm. Are you a student, or you're already in the labor market? Anyways, don't forget the rhythm I talk about whenever drawing the leg. The rhythm. You can see this area is below and this other area of the calf is above. What have you been making? You say you've been making something, but you've forgotten what you call it. Hmm. Is it art related? What is it? Mm, yeah. So you see how we've gotten this pose very easily. Don't forget our vastus lateralis, vastus medialis, and our um what do they call it now? Our tailor-like muscle. Yeah, and we've gotten this pose, and then our knee over here, and then you can always detail it if you want, but I'm not going to do that for now. Just going to leave it, but it's just important to sort of know the landmarks and know where you're going to put the highlights. And also line weight is also very important. Very important. Yeah, you can see, like, because of the tibia, that's the reason why his calf is sort of separated like this. So you see a lot of the muscles of his um thigh, of his lower leg compartments, are popping out. So let me just move on to this other guy here, Techie Baller. Yeah, so yeah, you can see his his poses like this that can give people a bit of problem. They are relatively simple, but if you have the right tech, if you're employing the right methods, it's going to be easy to break down. So has quite long legs. So let me just beware of my space. All right, first tube, second tube, and then we'll have the first leg. he's running towards the character, so the other guy. So um second tube over here, and you can see how that thing I was talking about, the unevenness and the rhythm of the legs. Yeah, I'm going to show you in a moment. And as simple as that, we've broken the leg. So now we're going to add a bit of detail. I'm going to add his quad muscles. Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening, Jennifer. Okay, okay. No, no problem. No pressure. I appreciate you showing and showing your support and sending love. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. I don't take it for granted. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day. Uh, and maybe later you can gist me on the thing you said you're working on that you've forgotten. Yeah, yeah. Have a lovely rest of the day. Thanks again for showing up. All right. So then the next thing we move on to is the you can see that his leg here. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. I really appreciate it. Have a nice day. Yeah. Have a nice day. Hello Tamara. Hello Tamara Mix. Yeah, I definitely will, Jennifer. I definitely will. I just have to be consistent. Bye. Bye. Hello, Tamara Mix. Thanks for showing up. I really appreciate you. Um, Much love from here. Where are you chatting from? I'm all the way in Nigeria. Hope you're having a lovely day. I just decided to do a chill night stream on drawing the legs because I started this yesterday and this week, for the past week or so, I've been, doing some leg studies to improve my leg anatomy knowledge. So, that's what I'm doing. Um, Tamara, can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me clearly. Uh, I said how I was asking about your day, if it's going well, and hope you're having a chill night on the internet. Then it seems like you're not hearing me. Mm, Maybe my network is poor. It seems all right here. Uh Anyways, let me continue with the knee. Uh so as you can see, his calf area, it's not even, right? The peaks of his calf are not even. So, and his because of foreshortening and the perspective, you can see that his quads are kind of covering the rest of his knee, and it has that interesting pose. And that's how a lot of comic book artists or graphic artists, they get their references, especially the ones in the olden days. I'm sure a lot of graphic artists do that these days too, but they get references from athletes, bodybuilders, and stuff in different cool positions. Yeah, so that's the fourth pose done. So we're going to move on to the next one. If you're just tuning in, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate the support. Hope you're having a nice day. And I'm just doing some leg studies some leg drawings, and just trying to have some bit of fun here and there, and while studying as well, because it's leg day. uh and I hope you can see what I'm working on clearly. Hope it's not too, because I tried working in the other position, and it wasn't really going well. uh Please hit the like button if you're just tuning in. I'm just trying to get, if we can get like 5 likes or 10 likes before the end of the stream, I'll be really grateful. Yesterday we got 12 likes, so I'm trying to get something a bit more today. So this pose, remember the legs, the pelvis is where we're going to start with, and then we're going to do the skeleton, or our tube rather, right? The first tube, then our second tube, and second tube, and then the foot, and then this leg, which is a bit outstretched. You could put a skeleton first before you put the tube, so that you can just get it precisely if that's what you're looking for. But I'm okay with this. Yeah, and we've gotten that pose very easily, very quickly. Next thing we're going to do is our quads. Apply the muscle. You can see his quads because he's running, making a tackle. His quads are popping up. There you can see the muscle like that. Then his knee, and then his calf. Oh, this is a cool pose, man. His calf. You can make it as exaggerated as you want. Yeah, that's a cool pose. Then the foot. I'm not going to detail the foot too much. Yeah, and that's it. Then you can see a bit of his hamstrings over here like this. Still maintaining that curve and difference in different angles, that rhythm I was talking about. And then here, his quads again. You can see it really popping in this area too. Athletes have really good body definition, like muscle, decent amount of muscle mass. You can see his calf area, and then I forgot to erase this rhythm thing I was talking about. Yeah, that's looking good. Yeah, and we're done with this pose. You can always detail it later. And if you're just tuning in, please smash the like button. Really appreciate it. I don't take it for granted. Yesterday we were able to reach 12 likes, so we're aiming for at least 10 today. And I started a bit late, can't lie. Yeah, I couldn't help myself. Just wanted to add a bit more shadow. Yeah. So that's it for this pose. Then we're going to do this guy that's falling. How about that? Now this one, how would it be? How would it be? I have to do it a bit smaller. All right, so our pelvis, remember, and because of the angle, the pelvis, like we're looking at the character, it's kind of like a top view, and he's kind of falling. So let's get the angle right first of all. So it's going like this. That is his kneecap, and then his legs, then his foot, right? Something very simple like that, but this is looking, pose is looking a bit complicated. So, but something as simple as this is going to help me break it down properly. So then we'll add our tube. Add our tube like this. Add our tube, and then our leg, the calf. Yeah, simple. And then this other leg. If you start like this, you are not going to have a lot of issues with the poses because you are not committing 100%, and you're just creating a guide, for how the pose will look, so you can see a lot even before you start. It's kind of similar to gesture drawing. Yeah. So we have his foot over here like this. And simple. Just like that, we've been able to do this character's leg. So now to just add a bit of definition to the pose. A bit of definition to the pose. All right. So I'm going to add some muscles. I'm going to add his rectus femoris, his vastus medialis over here like this, and then you're seeing his knee like this, and his vastus lateralis, and then a bit of his glutes are going to be shown. So we have our tensor fascia latae over there, and then we're going to have some of our hamstrings over here like this, and then the rest of our legs like this. Like that. The knees is going to pop out like this. Knees are going to pop out. This is coming out well, man. It's looking good. And then our calves are going to come out like this. And then finally his foot or shoe, depending on what you're looking at. And same also for this area. And yeah, we've done the pose successfully with simple steps. And of course you could add the shadow if you want. Add the shadow if you want. Add the shadow. Yeah, like this. Yeah, well, we're going to leave it at that and just put him over here like this. Some simple poses. I wish I could get like a back view. Another the next pose, a back view. I would like to do a back view. Um, let's see. Let's see. I like this. I like this pose. I like this pose. All right. So yeah, you can see a lot of the muscles here are we're dealing with the inner leg. So you're seeing the pelvis now. Don't forget the pelvis is going to help, sort of determine how our leg is going to be. So the pelvis is sort of sitting like this because it's a bit more tricky. Yeah. So our glutes area over here like this, and then it's going to stretch like this. Let me get the full pose like this, and then it's going to stretch like that. So very simply, right? Simple shapes, simple lines. It's going to make your life a whole lot easier. I wish I got all of that. Or just leave it here like this. Anyways, then we'll add our tubes, right? So have our tube here. Have our second tube here, like this. And then let me see the positioning of that. Okay. Right. So a bit of his foot, bottom foot is being shown. I don't know if I got that well correctly. Yeah, that's it. And the hard part is already done. The next thing is to add the second bump, which is the glutes. Another way you could do this is you could do this with a box if you want. You just put it like this, just put it like this, and then stretch his leg like this, very simply. So you could use a box, you could use a circle, but it's usually good to position the pelvis in a way that it's going to be easier to like properly get the right angle of the pose. Right, and you can see here. Well, right, simple as that. Yeah, this is fun. This is fun. Yeah, it's all right. You're going to see the bum like this usually, and then look how we've gotten that pose very simply, and we've also gotten the intensity of the leg. You can add a bit of curve over here like this, and we're seeing a lot of his hamstrings. Yeah, like this. Meanwhile, his quads is it's not going to be fully seen. Yeah, I like that. Right. It's a bit of gesture drawing and construction work. We've been able to achieve this. So he's a lean guy. So you're seeing some of his quads here pop up, and then you're seeing some of his hamstrings popping like this. They're going to go all the way like this. Yeah, and then you're going to see his you're going to see his, sorry, I got blank for there for a moment. You're going to see his calf muscle pop out like this. Yeah, and then you're going to see the rest of his hamstrings like that. Yeah, very simple. And I wouldn't be able to properly distinguish it like if I hadn't done my own, muscle study. Yeah, simple. Simple as that. Yeah, we're going to leave that there. We're going to leave that there. So we've done this, we've spent about 40 plus minutes. I can't lie, I could keep going. I could keep going. Probably add a bit more detail. But the next thing I want to do is I want to draw some more legs. Let me do one more leg. Maybe not as expressive as this one. Let me just shade this area. It's just calling to me. Yeah, just how to shade that side. All right. Yeah, also, again, just a reminder, please, if you're just joining in, please just give the video a like straight up. Just smash that like button. Trying to get to 12 likes at least. 10 likes, 10, 12 likes at least before the end of the stream. Hopefully we can hit that. We did that yesterday. So hopefully we can do that today as well. Let me just do one more. Let me just get one more reference. Uh, let's see. I like this one. I like this one, but I don't think I would have the space for it. Let me just move this one a bit. Let me just move that there. Then pelvis shape, don't forget. Right, it's going to be hard to like get that underwear shape like this because of, well, not because of anything. But in this area, the underwear shape is not going to be very like visible because of the positioning of the two bones. But either ways, we'll still do it. So first pose the first leg, and then the thigh, the upper limb, then the lower limb, and then the second one is going to come down. Going to come down a bit like this, and then very simply go like this. Something simple. um you can use gesture drawing to always get it. Yeah, first first tube goes like this, second tube goes all the way like this. And if you are confused about the detailing of the leg, just make it a 3D shape, a simple 3D shape like this, and later on you can go in and detail. But Just make it simple for yourself, like that. So that's the first leg handled. Second leg, we go in, and we're quite being quite accurate with the positions of the leg. I think this is moving slightly downwards, and then same thing you did with that leg, the first leg, you can just do that here as well. Yeah, just like that. I think the leg is a bit too long, but we'll fix that. We'll definitely fix that. Yeah, anyways, yeah, that's it. Now we'll just detail it a bit. All right, so we're going to be seeing like the side of our quad, one of our quads, then our knee, then the anterior muscle, for felt a bit just going to do that there. I could draw the feet, but and it should be part of the leg study, but it's not, it really isn't, not that much anyway. And you can see the pelvis that we're talking about, the underwear shape. Yeah, probably should have brought that leg a bit. So that means this leg will just go down like this. Yeah, very simple. Of course, I could like refine it properly to get the actual pose, but this is what study is all about. Just know the things or the bad habits that you have whenever you're drawing, and just fix it. Right. This could be this our curve here. Very simply, you could put this area in shadow. Put this area in shadow, just like that. Yeah. Also the position of the legs as well. We're not talking about shadow here, we're just talking about anatomy. So yeah. All right, and that's the last pose. Yeah, we took our sweet time doing it. Took our sweet time doing it. But let's what do we do now? What do we do? We kind of achieved our objective for today. Yeah, I did. The anatomy I studied was the anatomy book I studied was what do they call it? Anatomy for Artists. I don't know I think it was a company or a group of guys that just came together and did the book, but it has been really helping me for anatomy studies. Um, Hello, Ransford. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I just saw your comment right now. I studied anatomy book for artists, and I'm still studying it. It's not like I, stop. Like it's something I'm like doing continuously, and I've been learning a lot, despite the fact that I've been doing figure drawing. Atlas book for of anatomy. I've never heard of that one. Atlas book of anatomy. Let me check that one out. Who did the book? Atlas book of anatomy. Let me just check that. Atlas book of anatomy. My dodgy stick. Let me see. Atlas book of anatomy. Grant's Atlas book of anatomy. Is this the one? I'm seeing several ones here. This is looking like a book for medical doctors, like proper anatomy. Or do you mean this one? An Atlas of Anatomy by Fritz Scheider. Is that the book? Like, is it for artists or medical students? Because if it's for medical students, I'm running away. Okay, Fritz. Yeah. Okay, yeah. This is definitely for artists. This is definitely. I think I've seen this book around. I've seen this book and I've seen this image of this hand, but I've never like taken note of the name. Yeah, I've never taken note of the name. I'm seeing a lot of Atlas Human Anatomy book, but I'll check this one out. I'll check this one out. But the one I'm using currently is Anatomy for Artists, and like it's very comprehensive and it has been very helpful. Um, I'll take my time and check this one out. I'll take my time and check this one out. But yeah, and thanks for tuning in as well. Thanks for taking your time to engage with me. I really appreciate it. Oh, an art sage told you. An art sage. We can't be looking at an art sage recommendation and taking it lightly. Can we now? We can't do that. So definitely. Yeah. So now I'm going to look at some superhero poses and actually try and do that. Some cool legs and of course the best, my favorite, one of my favorite artists, legs. Does Yusuke Murata, do I have any proper anatomy drawing of Yusuke Murata with legs? No, apparently. No. So we're just going to look at David Finch. We're going to look at David Finch, some legs of his, and we're going to draw that. So we have a Spider-Man leg here, and look at that beauty, man. So we're going to try and copy that in addition to the leg study for today. So let me just replay that music. All right. So let's get it. So first things first, like I said, you get your pelvis. Gege Akutami. Does Gege Akutami have good anatomy? I don't know, man. I mean, their story is pretty okay, but like their arts doesn't really inspire me. I can't lie. Who's your favorite artist currently? Like in terms of manga, my favorite artists, like, because I tend to lean towards like realism a bit more. So guys like Takehiko Inoue and that Yokinobu guy, the guy that did what's the name of this manga? Vinland Saga, yeah. Vinland Saga. The guy that did Vinland Saga, those are the guys that kind of like I do enjoy their art. it's not like I don't enjoy other artists. Like in terms of tears, right? My favorite manga artist, right, is I have Takehiko Inoue and Yusuke Murata, right? And Musuke Murata, I like him because of his fight composition. Like his fight scenes are like probably the best I've seen in comics, like all round. Um, like it's just so cool and energetic, especially that I don't know if you've read One Punch Man, the part where he like One Punch Man was fighting. What's the name of that character? That's former student. Oh my god, I can't remember his name. But anyways, and they were fighting in Jupiter. They like fought all the way to Jupiter, and like the way he drew illustrated that fight scene, man. Like it put him like for me as like the number one in terms of fight scenes and composition in comics. Yeah. And in terms of arts, Takehiko Inoue, like my favorite, like I read, I've not finished the, I've read Real, I've caught up with Real, and then I've read, what will I call it now? I've read, what's the, it's been a while since I read it. The one about the sword, the guy who fights with the sword. Miyamoto Mushashi or something like that. Like I've read history mangas. Uh, I can't remember their name for some reason. Then the basketball one, the two basketball one. He said Fujimoto, Tatsuki Fujimoto, Yukinobu Tatsu, Kohei Hirokoshi, and Oda Ichiro. Okay, these are your favorite manga artists. Yeah, yeah. So now Yukinobu Tatsu, is that the guy that is doing that did the Villain Saga, or is that the guy that did Dan Da Dan? Because Dan Da Dan, like manga artists, like oh my god, I really love his graphic art style. Like it's so simple, but it's like if you, I like how he makes his characters simple, but then the detail with the backgrounds is like so cool, and his fight scenes are actually one of the best as well. I really like his fight scenes, man. I can't lie. Um, Yeah, Dandadan. Okay, yeah, Dandadan. Yeah. Yokinobu Tatsu. Yeah. Dandadan. Yeah, that's him. Yeah. I haven't caught up with Dandadan. I think I stopped at 100. I know I've passed um chapter 130. I know I've passed that. Um yeah, I know I've passed that. But like I just stopped for a while. I haven't caught up to any manga. And if there's anyone I would read now, it will be One Punch Man because I do reread it a lot, even though I haven't caught up to it. But I do reread One Punch Man a lot. And it's because of fight scenes, because I like getting inspiration from like his fight scenes. So um Yusuke Murata, man, is the one for me. Yeah, Eiichiro Oda. Yeah, listen, I can't lie, I'm not a great One Piece fan. Like I have tried reading One Piece manga, but I just wasn't feeling it, man. I know that's like slander to a lot of people, but like I just wasn't feeling like One Piece. And I even tried the anime, but I just couldn't sit down. There was just so many episodes, man. So I just couldn't sit down and like watch all those episodes, knowing that there are other mangas out there that are shorter and like easier to get into. I've tried, man. I've tried getting into it, but I just never did, man. So yeah, yeah. This pose just stunned me. All of a sudden, I can't draw. Is it because of the One Piece slander I just did? Anyways, yeah. Which manga are you reading now, Ransford? Which manga are you currently reading? Because the last manga that I opened was the one where, what's the one? What's the name? 20th Century Boys. Yeah, that was the last manga I was reading. And it was quite fun, but I just stopped. I don't know. it was it was 20th Century Boys, and there was this manga, this really funny manga I was reading. It was about this assassin that just became retired. I don't know, not that he became retired, but he was like asked to stop killing people for some weird reason, and that he should go on a break in some weird village. And he just has this unique style. He has like a personal assistant or something. I don't know if you've heard of that manga. I completely forgotten the name. I don't keep these things in my head, man. I just look at the art a lot of the time. Um, yeah, which manga do you read, Ransford? Which manga are you like currently reading? Like, which one are you currently reading? And see his glutes over here. Yeah. All right. So I was a bit slow with this, but anyways, here's the knee, and you can see his quad over here poking out a bit. That would be confusing to me before, but not anymore. I have the secret now. And then you're seeing his sartorius muscle. Is that his sartorius? No, that's not his sartorius muscle. That's his hamstring over there, like that. And some of his pelvis muscle, pubic muscle, some of his pubic muscle. And then based on his material, we're not seeing the rest of it. Okay, many. You said Berserk, Under Doctor. I've never heard of Under Doctor. I've never heard of Under Doctor. Jujutsu Kaisen. I think that's a pretty popular one. I know about that one. Um, okay, Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo. Is that like the new Jujutsu? I heard like there was something like a new Jujutsu Kaisen that they're probably working on a new book, or he's probably working on a new book. Is that the new one? Fairy Tale. Yeah, I've heard of Fairy Tale. Tried reading it, couldn't get into it. I think I read like 3 chapters or 4 chapters. Kaiju number 8. Yeah, Kaiju number 8 is probably um one of my second favorite out of these ones that you've read. I read Berserk, but I haven't probably like gotten created time to probably sit down and read Berserk. But I do like it. I like the art especially. I like how like I don't know, I just love when artists just like artists that detail, right? I just love because like making comics is not easy, right? So whenever I see an artist that like actually details, right, and the story is also good as well, like I just respect it, man. I just respect it. Even though I haven't gone far in Berserk, like I'm pretty impressed by the art. And the art, I heard the art even got better with time. Um, I've never heard about this Under Doctor though. You say it's new trending manga in Manga Plus. Okay, in Manga Plus app. Okay. Yeah, what is it like? Is it a battle manga? Is it like slice of life? Is it what other one do they call? What other genre are they? The ones I've been reading, I also read multiple mangas at once. Um, depend especially because of hype. Because you could just go on Twitter online and just you just see something and you just get into a manga. Um, Another manga I've been reading was Blue Lock. Okay, it's about anime stories. Oh, okay. So is it like what's the name of this manga I read that time? It's one of my favorite. Is it like Backman, where it's a manga about making manga? Is it something like that? Um, but in this case, it's a manga about making anime. Is it something like that? because I like Bakuman. When I got it, I enjoyed the hell out of it because it's related to what I do. It's related a lot to what I do. So I was just interested in it and knowing about the comic industry and stuff like that. I can't lie, that book was very insightful as well as entertaining. And it had a very nice ending as well, very satisfying ending. I think it's one of my favorite mangas, I can't lie. One of my favorite mangas, like so good. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So the Under Doctor is like Dragon Ball Z. Oh, okay. Okay. So it's like a fighting is it fighting? Is it battle shonen? That's what they call them, I think. Um Battle shonen, I believe. Okay. Mm. Like I, this is probably it's surprised. Oh, okay. 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 So it's like a thriller. It's like a it's like a thriller, crime and thriller. A secret agent. Something like James Bond, but like manga. Mm. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. If the art is great, I'm going to check. You know what? Let me check it out now. Under Doctor. Under Doctor. No. Under Doctor manga. What are they saying? Oh, Nigeria and bad network. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Hmm. Okay, so okay, from what I'm seeing here, I'm seeing that it's a bit like this. What do you call it? This family manga story. I forgot the name of that manga. It says, if you want to live, find him. If you don't want to die, don't go near him. He's the greatest doctor and the strongest hero. The legend of the underworld under Doctor Hygie. Medical drama and heart-pumping action. Okay. Oh. Oh, there's just three issues out. Wait. Yeah, there's just three issues out. Who's the artist or creator? Yeah. I like the premise. It's interesting. I like the premise. I'll check it out. Thanks for the recommendation, man. Really appreciate. Do you have any other cool represent? Yeah, well, there are a lot of recommendations that I already have, and I haven't checked them out. Like Berserk for one is one I want to read. Another one I wanted to read, I've always wanted that I really like I'm very sure I enjoyed the manga is this manga about boxing, right? I watched the anime, but I unsubscribed from Netflix, so I didn't finish it, the anime. But it's something. There's just so many really nice anime and manga stories, man. Um, but it's just the reason why I stopped is because I wanted to create my own stuff. So, and creating your own stuff takes time. Yeah, it's trending. Yeah, it's trending. Yeah, it's trending. I will check it out though. Well, like I said, my problem with reading news stories these days is um like there are a lot of stories in my like priority list to read list and I haven't read them because I want to like focus on creating my own stuff. I'll read them for inspiration, but like just take a look at them for inspiration, but it's just difficult sometimes. Like this manga that this guy did, what's his name? I can't remember his name, man. It's a manga about where the world, everyone in the world became stone, and then there is this scientist kid that is trying to restore the human civilization. And the artist is also Boichi. Yeah, Boichi is the name of the artist. Yeah, he's one of my favorite manga artists as well. Like I have this sort of tier of manga artists, like in terms of like the greatest of all time, like the guys that I look at, right? And then I have for Western comics as well. Like like these guys, like no matter what they put out, I'm going to like read it. Even though the story may not be the best, but like because of their art, I'm always going to like read their work. So there are a lot of very few artists that I put in that category. Anyways, so like this black I just applied now on his leg is it makes it look a bit flat. Let me just erase that. That's not nice. It makes it look a bit flat, but like once you add the the hatching lines, it's going to be look a bit more convincing. And this is one very, I would say, weak area of my illustration game, or me as an artist, is like inking and applying blacks. Like, I'm not very good at it, man. I can't lie. What's the time? I've been here for more than an hour. Let me just finish this one and check out one more work. You said Dr. Stone by Boichi Ishigami Senku. The scientist Boichi has other stories like Sunken Rock. Yeah, I've checked Sunken Rock, and yeah, I've checked. Yeah, yeah, Dr. Stone. Yeah, that's the name of the manga. Dr. Stone. That's the name of the manga. Oh, the Marshall King. I think. I haven't checked it out. The Marshall King. I heard it was like a, what do they call it now? It's not like in normal manga format. It's like in a webtoons format. Um, I heard it was in like webtoons format. Uh, yeah, but I've checked out Sunken Rock, and whenever I'm looking at reading Sunken, I haven't finished it. Uh, but I've read up to like 50 issues. But whenever I look at like the Sunken Rock, I'm not really enamored by his stories. I'm just looking at his art, like just flipping through it and look like it's probably like he's one of my favorite manga artists, man. I can't lie. He's so good, like with the detail. And one thing I appreciate about his work that he did in Dr. Stone was that he was able to dial it down a bit, like what he usually does, right? Because I believe Dr. Stone was a weekly shonen. So he was able to dial it down a bit and still apply. You can still tell that it's his art, right? Um, I really appreciated that, man. It was so good. Wow. Wow. I'll check it out. The Marshall King. Yeah, you see, now like guys like Boichi, Yusuke Murata, and Inoue, whenever they come out with a book, I'm definitely checking it out. Um, I'm definitely checking it out. You see, even guys like David Finch, because David Finch over here, like he's working on a new comic book series with what's his name, Robert Kirkman. And like whenever a new issue comes out, like I'm there, I'm reading it. So like guys like that, like whenever they come out with something, like I sort of follow it. Even though up to this day I haven't finished what's the name of that anyways work where it's about that fighter, that Miyamoto Musashi. I don't know why I always forget the name of that manga. Yeah, they are legends, my bro. They are legends. They are legends. So, you have to show appreciation and respect. You have to show appreciation and respect. The last story I read, however, in terms of comic books or graphic novel, because what I told you about was manga. Like the last one I read was what's the name again? 20th Century Boys, and then the last comic I read was one new one. I'm not good with names, man. I forgot the name. It's about what's the name? I forgotten the name, man. But the one I read before that was this new one that David Finch did with Robert Kirkman. That's all I can say. I just know the names of the creators. But it's really cool. Mm, all right. So following the shadow. So the reason why I do studies like this and copy like artworks like this is, well, first of all, to see how artists that are ahead in the art journey, how they apply their blacks and their method of detailing. In this case, doing the legs, since I'm focusing on legs. So that's sort of what I'm doing here. um and so that I can pick a thing or two from their style and apply it to your own, and so that you can get better. And then improve. And the more you do it, like once you've done it over a couple of times, you figure out that you begin to pick the things that you actually like about their detailing. What am I doing? That hatching was poor. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, please, if you're just dropping in, please just leave a like. I'm trying to get to like 12 likes at least before the end of the stream. And I'll soon be ending the stream because I think we've spent about an hour, if not more. Spent about an hour. Yeah, nice talking to you too, Ransford. Thanks for showing up. I really appreciate the engagement and the recommendation. I'll definitely check out the manga you talked about. Have a nice day, man. Have a lovely rest of the day, and I'll see you soon too as well. Thanks for showing up, man. I really appreciate. Yeah, I will. I will. I'll definitely check it out. I'll definitely check it out. This is looking like Farbok a bit, man. I thought it was Farbok, but it's Finch. Yeah, I think I'm just going to stop here with the detailing of this one. Yeah, but that was cool though. That was cool. Let's add another leg. Let's do another leg. Let's do one more. Um, let's do one more. Let's do one more. Let's see. Yeah, I like this leg. I like this leg. Let's just do it quickly. Pelvis. Yeah, bye. See you soon. Uh, yeah, if you're just joining, please just give a thumbs up to the video, please. We're trying to get I'm trying to get to 12 likes in the video. Now, remember our tubes. Don't forget our tubes because we're having fun. Don't forget our tubes. Yeah, don't forget the tubes. Can't be messing about. Second tube, right? And then we have a bit of an interesting position where the leg is a bit foreshortened, right? Still, we'll put our tube, right? Simple, right? It just curved. Then you can put the kneecap, and then the second tube, because the leg is behind this sentinel, I'm not going to see the rest of it, right? So then we have our basics, and then we can then begin to add detail, right? Remember the curve and the groove of the leg, right? Adding our femoris here, our vastus medialis muscle. You can see our sartorius muscle is affecting the plane change, and then our hamstrings over here and our pelvis muscles are going to be over here. Very simple. That's our vastus lateralis, by the way. Then our knee. I mentioned he likes adding a lot of shadows to his knee, especially since the knee is below, is down. Yeah, I'll check. Yeah, Bridgman. Do you mean Bridgman? Do you mean George Bridgman? George Bridgman's anatomy. Yeah. I have the book, but I haven't like properly sat down to study it. But if you mean Bridgman, I don't know of any Bridgman, but I know of Bridgman. I've checked that guy out. Thanks, I will. Yeah, if you're feeling sleepy, sleep, man. Sleep is very important. I'm drawing this magneto. This magneto. I'm just drawing what I have here. If you're feeling sleepy, sleep, man. Sleep is important. I'm just copying the legs. All right, so there's a lot of muscle that is being shown here in this area of the leg. So you're seeing the curve here, and then you're seeing this, like this, our quads muscle. And then you see that interesting shape, how he just did it. Like he just covered the two muscle in just like one swipe. Then our knee. Oh, it's not a book, man. It's just an illustration. Oh, do you mean the book that I'm talking about? Let me show you. I have Bridgman. Yeah. Is this the book? Um, Constructive Anatomy, yeah? George George Bridgman, George B. Bridgman. Yeah, yeah. I've glanced through the book, but I haven't like properly taken my time to study it. I've glanced through it. I haven't taken my time to study it though, because I'm still doing anatomy for artists. I'm taking it step by step. Once I'm done with anatomy for artists, then I'll look at it. Yeah, I got the PDF from a dodgy site. It's called Ocean's PDF. I don't know if I'm going to get banned for mentioning the site though. It's oceanspdf.com. It's quite free there. That's why I got the PDF though. Hopefully my channel doesn't get banned for mentioning that. Ocean's PDF. Let me write it down. Can you see that? Did you get it? I'm just gonna put it there. Yeah, it's free. Yeah, it's free. I'm broke, man. I can't afford no because these books are really expensive on the main site, and I would like to buy it. I would like to buy them and have them physically, but I really can't, man. I really can't afford to. So these sites have been very helpful. You just go there, just go to the site and type it. You will be able to get not just this book, but a lot of other books, art books, other art books. Like they're really expensive, man. Like I checked because I usually like these movies like Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, and stuff like that. Yeah. I like this animated TV series that like are really inspiring. And even shows like what's the name of that one? That Dungeons and Dragons show about that team of oh my god, I've forgotten the name. But anyways, like you go and check out those books and they're like freakishly expensive. I mean, rightly so. They are expensive for a reason, but like yeah, all PDF. They're all PDF. Hello, Fox Blast crew. Nice to meet you. Where should I check your out on? Where do you post? Is he on IG? Is he on Facebook? Well, no one use Facebook these days. Where do you post on? And is your name Fox Blast Crew as well? The same handle? Yeah, Beyond the Spider Verse is coming in 2027. Yeah, one of the greatest, if not the greatest animation of our generation. Probably of all time, I can't lie. Probably of all time. What's the name? Fox Blast. Is it by the like? Is it the same name on all social platforms? Yeah, no problem. I'll show you to the chat. Like, what's your art handle? I can just check it here and I can check your art here and like show it. It's no problem. But what's the handle? Is the handle Fox Blast Crew as well? Hello, Foxy, can you hear me? Where do you post? Do you post on YouTube, or is it on IG? Is it on TikTok? Like, I can check out the ads. Just let me know, and the handle as well, because most people have different handles on different platforms. Oh, on your channel, on your ad channel, yeah. Okay, okay. So you post on your ad channel. Okay, no problem. I'll check it. I'll check it now. I'll check it now. You said it's Fox Blast Crew YouTube. Is this your channel? Is this your channel? Yeah, I believe it is. Let me open YouTube. There, subscribe. What sort of arts do you do? Comic book arts, like what sort of art do you do? Oh, posts. Okay, let's check the posts. Oh, okay. You haven't you haven't posted much, to be fair. You haven't posted much. You need to do more art, man. You need to you need to draw more. You need to draw more. Yeah, so if you're watching, check out Fox Blast Crew and support the brother. Support him, and just show a bit of love. Yeah. And bro, keep drawing, keep posting. Don't get discouraged by anything, man. You definitely get better. Just keep going. You definitely get better. I promise you. You know, it can be hard, but you'll get better. I promise you. Yeah. I can't lie, this has been nice. I'm just going to do this like this. A lot of the muscles you're seeing here are the muscles of the the like pelvis area, rather. And then very simply, we've been able to achieve this pose. I think this will be the last pose for today. Let me just finish this hatching. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be it for today. We've done a decent amount of studies, but hopefully this has been helpful to someone. Well, it has been helpful to me first of all, but I hope it's been helpful to others. If you are watching on a watch through, please just give the video a like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Uh, like hit on the notification icon. I'll try and go live as much as possible. But these are the studies we've done for today. These are the studies we've done for today. Quick studies to improve our drawing of the leg. You can see that because of the anatomy studies we've done, you become much more faster when, well, I wasn't that fast, but like I'm 100% sure my speed has increased when breaking down like the drawings of the leg. and your understanding of form is also going to increase. So keep drawing, you know, stay creative, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace out.